Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, most beneficent and merciful. This is Divisional Public School and Inter College Lahore. Today we will talk something about air. Some old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshine are hard to beat. Here, Miss Marosh with you. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are with lecture 7 of grade 5 science series lectures. This is from unit 12 air. In today's lecture we will see what is air, what is the nature of air, what is atmosphere, layers of atmosphere. Then we will know about ozone layer, ozone depletion, and finally we will see some of the harmful effects of ozone depletion. Now, the first question we have is, what is air? Air is a mixture of gases present all around us. Do you remember? Miss Eric has told us that everything in the nature is made up of matter. Air is also an example of matter. Matter has two important characteristics. It has mass and it has volume. Air has mass and volume. That's why air in the atmosphere pushes everything downward. From lecture 1, we also came to know that mass is the amount of matter in an object and volume is the space occupied by an object. How can we prove that air has mass and volume? Let's perform a simple activity for this. Take a rod, tie an inflated balloon on one end of the rod and a deflated balloon on the opposite end. Let this rod rest on some balancing support. What you will observe that the end of the rod with inflated balloon will bend downward. What does this mean? This means that the end of the rod with inflated balloon has more mass due to more air filled inside. At the same time, you can see the inflated balloon is occupying more space than deflated balloon. It means that inflated balloon has more volume. This activity proves that air has mass and air has volume. As all of us know that air is a mixture of different gases. Let's see what type of gases are there in this mixture of air. Air has 79% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.04% carbon dioxide gas is there. Some of the trace gases and water vapors are also present in the mixture of air. Our beautiful globe Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of gases. This layer of gases around the Earth is called atmosphere. Atmosphere is as thin as an apple peel. Well everyone, this is a beautifully photographed picture by NASA. The thin line of Earth's atmosphere and setting sun are featured in this image. Well, a common question that often comes to our mind about atmosphere is that, is there any atmosphere on the other planets? So the answer of this question is no. The atmosphere is present only around the Earth. Atmosphere is made up of different layers. The first layer of atmosphere is called troposphere. This is the layer where we live. The second layer of atmosphere is stratosphere. Then comes mesosphere, above that thermosphere, and the final layer is exosphere. Each layer has different characteristics. To know about the details of the layers of atmosphere, let's see this video. Now let's see why atmosphere is necessary for the life on Earth. Atmosphere is necessary for life on Earth because it contains important gases. It controls weather. It protects the earth from harmful rays of the sun. It carries sound. Now let's see what is ozone layer. Ozone is the part of stratosphere. Ozone is actually a form of oxygen. It contains 3 atoms of oxygen instead of normal oxygen molecule that is made up of 2 oxygen atoms. Ozone blocks the harmful rays of the sun from reaching the earth, so it acts as a protective blanket around the earth. Ozone layer acts as a natural sunscreen because it absorbs the harmful UV rays from reaching the earth's surface. Ozone filters out most of the harmful UV rays from reaching the earth's surface. Ozone acts as a protective umbrella over the surface of the earth. UV rays are of 3 types. Ozone filters out about 5% of the UVA type ultraviolet rays. Ozone filters out 95% of the UVB type rays. And it filters out 100% of the UVC type rays. This is how it protects the Earth's surface. Well, do you know what is ozone depletion? Ozone depletion means destruction of ozone molecules in atmosphere. Human activities add up sum of gases to atmosphere that destroys ozone. These gases include chlorofluorocarbons, bromines, and some other gases. The areas of the earth where ozone is thin is called ozone hole. This thinning of ozone layer is called ozone depletion. Let's see a video to know how this hole appears in ozone layer.
Why is there a hole in the ozone layer? 'Cause I punctured it! Alright, now listen. Normally, an oxygen molecule contains 2 oxygen atoms. But in the upper atmosphere, there exists an oxygen molecule which contains 3 oxygen atoms. This molecule is called ozone. The ozone molecules form a layer around the Earth called the ozone layer. This layer absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation and thus protects us. But a time came when the production of human-made chemicals like chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, increased a lot. These CFCs began to break more and more oxygen molecules, thus thinning or depleting the ozone layer. This depleting ozone layer is termed as ozone hole. However, nowadays, due to awareness, the production of CFCs has reduced to a significant amount. As a result, the ozone layer is slowly but surely getting replenished.
Holes in the ozone layer cause UV rays to directly hit the Earth's surface. This is just like the umbrella over the Earth's surface is having holes inside which allows UV rays to enter the Earth's atmosphere. Due to ozone depletion, UV rays entering the Earth's atmosphere can't radiate back and they are trapped inside the Earth's surface as heat. This causes global warming. Now let's see some of the consequences of ozone depletion. Due to ozone depletion, UV rays directly enter the Earth's atmosphere. This results in global climatic changes. It also affects plant growth and reduces crop production. UV radiations deteriorate materials like plastics and PVCs. UV radiations also affect human health. This causes skin cancers and cataracts. It also weakens immune system. UV radiations kill planktons and disturb food chains. Now let's summarize today's lecture. Today we see that thin layer of air around the Earth is called atmosphere. Different layers are present in the atmosphere. Ozone is a natural sunscreen for the Earth. Ozone depletion caused many problems to human and Earth atmosphere. Thank you everyone for joining us.